Hi guys, it's Dan and Becky from
Bugs on the Windshield.
We're almost at the end of 2020, and it's been such a crazy year. We decided we would look back through our year and come up with some things that brought us joy, that really stood out. There were a lot of things that brought us joy, but a lot of things really stood
It was
out.
easy to look back on the photos and the videos that we'd taken to find stuff that we really were joyful of.
Luckily, we were able to go camping and take our camper out, and we felt really blessed that we had a camper and were able to social distance in that way with some of our friends, meet up and sit around the campfire together and various other things. So we wanted to share those things with you today. So that's what we're going to do. The first thing that happened really was not a good thing, but it's something that sticks in our mind as being joyful because of the way it worked out. We were heading out to the Blue Mesa in Colorado for a week-long trip with some friends, and we left after work on a Friday night. We were heading from the Kansas City area to the Salina KOA, and we thought we had plenty of time. We'd get there maybe around, 8:30 or 9. We'd have a little bit of an evening, we could enjoy that, whatever's left. And it didn't really turn out that way.
About an hour and a half out of Kansas City, it turns out that we weren't getting passed by anybody on the highway, so we thought, this is weird. And then a driver had come by and pointed back that we had blown a tire. Well, we pulled off. Luckily, we were close to a off-ramp, so we had gotten off the highway, so we were able to get out of traffic and safe. And it was still fairly, it was starting to get dark at this point.
Yeah.
But we were able to get off and get the trailer settled, check the tire, notice that fortunately the tire had blown in such a way that it didn't damage
It didn't damage the trailer.
So we were really thankful for that. And then as we went through the tools, I realized that for some reason when I had done my preparations for the trip, I cleaned some stuff out, put some stuff in, and did not get the lug nut wrench back into the trailer. And
Oops.
I mean, I noticed there was a Valero station on the other side of the highway. So we made a call. They turned out that they had one. And so I met
They had one, let us borrow it.
Yep, I met the guy. Actually, we were in walking distance to it. So he walked over, met me halfway.
Under the bridge, they didn't exchange.
under the bridge. Yeah, it was a little scary. They were nice guys, and so he brought it over, and then we were able to change the tire, put the spare on, and then just as we were finishing up, they came back over
To check on
us to make sure that everything was okay, and they were saying they were getting ready to close, they were going to go home. The station was still open for gas, but there wasn't going to be anybody there. And so we were thankful for that, and like I said, we just finished up. So shout out to the Valero station up there.
Yeah,
Pexico.
Pexico, Kansas. And about that time also, as that happened, our friends sent a text to check on us to see how far we'd gotten, from home. And it turned out that they actually called and found a place that we could get a tire, get tires.
They were calling around
day.
while we were on the road to get some, find out where to get the new tire.
Since we were in Salina, they called.
Yeah, Salina. And so Salina being a big enough city, they had plenty of places. The thing I was worried about was trying to find the right size tires, the right,
Right.
all this stuff we needed, and then getting it done, because obviously sometimes you could be stuck there for, hours.
Right.
But we found a station that actually had some tires in stock, and was able to get us worked in. So it turned out that without not too much trouble, we were able to get back on the road. And
we made it to Canyon City.
Made Canyon City back on
Canyon
schedule.
City, and we were there before dark and got set up, and we were able to relax after all that stress.
When we get to a campsite before dark, I'm always thinking I'm on schedule.
Yeah, the second one also involves the Blue Mesa trip. We got in place and found the campground there was awesome. It's just a small little campground with 10 or 11 spots. The best part about that for me was there was a meteor shower while we were there. Some folks told us about it, so we set out at night under the stars and watched the meteor shower and just did some stargazing, and it was really something that stuck in my mind. I really enjoyed it. It was
We were
beautiful.
able to get a lot of
Right.
pictures of the Milky Way was out.
Yeah,
Because it really was. an
Dan
area
got a
that-
really good picture of the Milky Way. It was really
Yeah,
pretty.
we were really out away from all the lights, and so it was really neat to be able to see all the stars over the lake.
Another thing we enjoyed this year was kayaking, but one specific time, my sister-in-law, Dan's sister, came, and
Came
she
out,
had, yeah,
and she just bought has bought a new inflatable kayak, and she was going to meet us up kind of for the first real test of this kayak, and she brings it out. And we're at the. It was a lot of fun. We had to inflate it. It took a while to get it inflated, to get that all figured out, and get everything, all the pieces put together. But once we did all of that, she really enjoyed that. I think she really got into that, enjoyed kayaking with us, and we were out for quite a while, actually. on that
right,
day.
several times actually. She came the first time, and I had gotten out in the water first and went out to try to get a photo of her, but my camera fell over, or get a video of it, I guess, and my camera fell over. But
So yeah, it was good.
Lots of
that-
pictures
That was a
and
lot of
videos.
fun
Yeah.
because it was a little bit of a drive for her to come on out because
Mhm.
we were out away from town a little bit. So, but it was nice to be able to get out on the water and have some fun with
Yeah.
that.
one of the other things that really sticks out for me anyway this year was the sunset at Pomona. We had been out kayaking all day, and we came back and we had some dinner and went on down to the water, to the shore there, and took some photos and just watched the sunset. That was really very, very cool. I enjoyed that a lot with our friends, there. And it's not something specific, but it was memorable. It's one
Yeah.
of those memories that you just have. You look back on and you think that was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was neat to be able to see it over how it set over the lake.
Yeah.
One of the advantages with our campers that we have is toy hauler, and it does have a deck that we're able to put out. A lot of times we're not able to do that because for various reasons it's either too hot or it's just we don't have the
Most of
space
the
to do
time
it.
it's too hot. Dan says no.
But this time we were at Hillsdale, and it was really pretty nice. And we had set it out, and where our camper was sitting, we had almost a direct shot at the lake. So we were able to set that down and just sit out there and have breakfast, watch the sunrise.
Right, we had our little heater on because it was chilly that
Yeah, it
morning.
actually was chilly that time, and it was, but it was really enjoyable just to be able to sit on that and actually enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because we get to enjoy it about 4 or 5 times a year probably because of weather or something like that.
Yeah.
We were actually able to get out to Eisenhower State Park, which is another one that
That's
our
another one of
favorite
our
places.
favorites, yes.
And
We sat with our friends around the campfire. We have one friend that is very, very good at starting the campfire. We sat out under the stars. But the specific thing that I remember is that evening sitting around the campfire, just talking. And it had been, actually, that was one of the first times we'd been out with some of our friends. And it was just good to be around people.
yeah,
yeah.
we were worried about that we wouldn't be able to get to do anything, and to be able to actually enjoy that night and just to be able to have such a beautiful evening.
When I see these pictures, that's what I think about, how cool it was to be out there.
This year we got a chance to go out to the Paiute Trail, which is a trail that I had heard about years ago, and we just never took the opportunity to actually go out to ride. So we decided that this year was going to be the year we were going to take the UTVs out there and do a ride, and it was really enjoyable to get out and enjoy that ride.
And be with friends.
Be with friends. I mean, maybe more so because we were able to get with some friends and ride with everything going on this year. It made it a little more special, and we were able to, and something like that we were able to do with just our friends and stay away. We were able to social distance. We were out in a small town, so it wasn't like we were in a big city, so we had nothing to worry about. We did everything pretty much at the house we stayed in, so it was one of those memories that was really enjoyable.
Another really cool thing that happened, and this was also the Blue Mesa trip. We were on our way back, and we were tired. We had driven from the Blue Mesa to Waukene, Kansas, and we were spending the night at the KOA there, which really ended up being a really good place.
Yeah,
Of course,
we were-
KOAs are usually just a night stopover for us.
usually when
Yeah.
we're staying there.
We were, just exhausted. We ate really quick. We put the slide out, stayed hooked up.
Yeah, we did hook up water. And,
We hooked up water, hooked up electric and everything. And then Dan went out to do something, and he
Yeah.
came back to the door and he said, "Hey, come outside for a few minutes and grab the camera." And so I went outside. And there was a storm. I mean, I don't think the storm came in to Joaquin.
we never
could
got the
see
storm
it.
for us, but we were out there on the plains.
Yeah.
You could look out a ways and just see the sky lighting up and the lightning
Mm-hmm.
and the storm, and it just did that for about a half hour probably. And we just
It was beautiful. It was just
took
gorgeous.
pictures of that and just did some video. It was just really kind of incredible to see.
Just when we thought the trip was over.
Yeah.
One of the things I really enjoyed also is just watching Dan and Jeff taking pictures and things like that. They were together. They've been friends since they were really young.
Yeah, about 13.
Yeah.
So
So that's been a long time. A long time.
Yeah. we're not that old,
That's
are
a
we?
lot.
Oh, yes, we are.
But anyway, it was fun to watch them take photos and stuff like that. Yeah, they're good friends. And
we were out we spent some time with the cameras and wandered around getting some shots of everything.
There were a lot of good memories from this last season. We're really looking forward to next year for 2021, and we hope that season will be full of lots of good memories as well, for us and for you.
We're getting ready to make our plans for next season. So for now, just say happy holidays, happy new year, and stay safe out there.